Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
The play and production of tight end Travis Kelce demands that we talk about him even more. Not only is he now a perennial all-pro and Pro Bowl type player, he's one of those guys that makes defenses adjust each and every time he's on the field. And while they do that, he still finds ways to beat them downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Here we go. Wait, AD! I'm scared.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And Jennings has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here we go.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 15 carries, 94 yards, and a score. From the 39, Garoppolo. It's Kelce on the grab.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He completes this one to Mack. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there.
Here we go.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Raiders under head coach John Gruden in his second go-round. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A pass there over the middle to start things out. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to hold that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And they come off a tough loss last week. And what's their reward? A 2nd straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league off and saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A run through the starters defensively for the Texans. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. I like
like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the Raiders have got him. Jalen Ferguson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Tyson Alualu breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard returner. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's good for a Texans first down.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Rock Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's where you belong.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
First down, Raiders.
$17-0 our score after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Now Carr. The open man here, Renfrow. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Carr, and that'll be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. through the air first. Maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on. And then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now a carry for Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr gives to Richard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Mike 51. You get blocked, man. You get blocked.
On second down, it's Sanders. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
59, check.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Here we go.
So here are the Texans to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here first and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Here we go. 20.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Check.
On second down, it's Hill. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Here we go.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Robert Woods. Incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got third and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Carr to throw. It's a screen to Richard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Carr now 9 of 17 through the air. Again, it's Carr. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Carr. Caught by Nelson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Carr again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Carr going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. On the draw, Richard. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Carr on the bootleg. This one caught by Ridley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 185. I'm coming after you.
Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Hill one more time. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
First down.
Go.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 53.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Again, they run with Hill. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Give me that ball.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Keep playing hard,
On 2nd down, it's Thomas. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Here we go.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
A gain of a yard.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Thomas. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Ain't no such thing as a low. We can't win.
Off the draw, here's Hill. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for Robert Woods. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 5.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. This game, this matchup means a little more to the Carr family. Derek Carr's brother David, of course, the 1st overall pick in 2002 by these Houston Texans. Spent 5 years as the Texans starter, and then he would eventually spend 6 more years as a backup in the league at various spots before calling it a career. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. Well, that's complete to Sanders.
You got it! You got it! You got it!
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Keep waiting. In the face. You got double time.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
First down, Raiders.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
On the draw, here's Sanders.
Go, run.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Jordan Stewart.
Hey, we're good.
Pick up a 6.
85.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr. And this one complete to Smith. A gain there of 21 yards.
To Irv Smith. A gain of 21 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 6-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. On 2nd and 1, Carr. A quick throw, but incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Check 53. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And Woods has it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's Kelsey on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Right there.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He wasn't ready.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
180.
51. Check pass. Check 3.
Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's Carr. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And running with power here. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now Carr. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. A dump off now to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Garoppolo now, perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Ben Gideon in on the stop. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
Here we go. Here we go.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Alert.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Garoppolo looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
Here we go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. They set up the screen to Hill. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. They run. It's Hill. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gano the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Texans defense, they get ready here. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold them.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here we go, G.
Back to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And now the timeout call.
That's it, baby.
So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This one fielded at the 5. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he scores! No flags anywhere, and they return it to the house to win the game.
A return!
Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish, and this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh yeah, you feel real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who traveled to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. It is up and through, and there is your final margin of victory. Is on the final play. They win it by a touchdown. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Texans, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.